Hi, friends, and welcome to the Harbor Breeze Home Podcast. I'm your host, Rita Joy, talking about all things home and some of the life lessons we learn there. If you're just tuning in today for the first time, it's day 4 of our Christmas mini-series here. So if you've missed some of the previous episodes, you just might want to go back and catch up. None of them are very long, so you just might want to watch them or listen to them all at once. So far, we've talked about Christmas and different seasons of our lives. How in the world do you choose a Christmas tree? Choosing a Christmas color scheme. And today's topic is Christmas tree decorating ideas and budget-saving decor tips and tricks. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. So grab a cup of your favorite drink and come sit with me as we chat together about creating a cozy Christmas home without spending a fortune. I look back to our early Christmas days with our young family. The reality was our budget was always tight. My husband and I were very much on the same page of desiring not to overspend beyond our means, and yet I still wanted to have a cozy home for our family. I always say that a tight budget and determination can bring out the most creative ideas in us. The truth is, we can create beautiful things out of the most humble things that cost nearly nothing but the time it takes us to make it. For many years, my husband and I worked together to craft things to sell at a local Christmas craft fair. I researched and studied all year long looking for ideas that wouldn't cost a lot to make, and those ideas gave ideas for our own decor as well. If this were an awards show featuring favorite budget-friendly Christmas decor in our home, I definitely choose the most memorable to be the Carolyn Ingalls Christmas tree. That year, our island was hit with a horrific storm with trees and power lines down everywhere. We were without power for days. As I was constantly heating up water on our wood stove to wash dishes, I even learned to bake a cake on it, actually. I kept thinking that those days must have been slightly similar to what it was like for Carolyn Ingalls during the Little House on the Prairie days. So that year, I tried to think of things that might have been on Carolyn Ingalls' Christmas tree. What did she sit in the evening in candlelight and create? I ended up making a ruffle tree garland out of cheap white cotton fabric, a burlap star tree topper made out of cardboard and a piece of burlap our local coffee roasters was throwing out, paper star ornaments out of old book pages, and fabric bird ornaments from fabric scraps. I loved that humble little Christmas tree. Other honorable mentions in my DIY Christmas decor from the past would be coffee filter Christmas trees. Did you ever make any of those? Out of coffee filters. You would not believe what you can make out of coffee filters. Then there was the time I made a ruffle wreath with a pool noodle as the form. I'm telling you, you can do a lot of things with a little bit of creativity. To help you get your creative ideas going, I've put together some ideas for Christmas tree decorations and Christmas decor that doesn't need to cost a lot, but it still can help create a cozy atmosphere ready for a celebration. And side note, a lot of these things are things you can make yourself with friends or family, which also help to create fun memories together. The first one is dried orange slices. Have you ever tried doing that? It is so much fun. Baking orange slices is so much fun and makes great Christmas tree ornaments or garlands. They can be stored safely for years, and in my opinion, they even get better with age. Each year they get a little bit of a richer, deeper color, and I just love them. Number 2, decorate only key spots in your house. Choose which spots in your house will be the most high impact to decorate and only focus on them. You don't need to decorate every inch. Tip number 3 is choose one thing as your starting point. Find one item as your Christmas decor starting point. It might be fabric in a pillow or an ornament. Then you can build everything around that one thing. For example, last year I chose a table runner as my starting point for my whole home Christmas decor, most of which I already had in my house. And side note, if you are listening to this or watching on YouTube, I will link the original blog post that will have links so you can see examples of all of these things that I'm describing. Tip number 4 is to use paper for decor. There's so much you can do for Christmas tree decor using simple paper, such as old book page ornaments, a paper garland, snowflakes, or you could even make a paper table runner for your Christmas dinner table, which I did one year. Tip number 5 is to use wrapped gifts as decor. If you find a wrapping paper you love, they can double as decor. One year I set up our gifts out all over the place and they became little vignettes of decor, and it made taking down Christmas so much easier because once everybody opened their presents, the decor was done. Here are a few more budget-friendly Christmas decorating ideas so that you can help deck your halls without spending a fortune. Use DIY Christmas tree ornaments as gift toppers too. Some examples are using gingerbread cookies for ornaments or to tie onto gifts. You can also go to the dollar store. They have some amazing things that you can buy inexpensively and turn into decor, like those clear glass plastic balls that you can open up and you can put things in it so it looks like snow globe. Those are really fun. And you can even make Christmas tree ornaments out of fabric scraps that are really fun. Limit the amount of Christmas decor items you're willing to store as a way to make Christmas decorating overwhelming. You can choose staples that are neutral that you can use over and over again for years, like decades. Things that I've been using constantly are faux garland, neutral Christmas tree balls in the colors of golden brown, white, and red, mini lights, and sentimental decor from our families. Remember to shop for sales after Christmas once. I read that wrong. Shop sales after Christmas one year and tuck it into your decor box for the following year. It will be like an early Christmas to gift to yourself when you open up the box and see what you picked the previous year. Now, at the time of this recording, I have not opened my Christmas decor this year, and I can't remember what I got, but I think I tucked in a little box of velvet Christmas tree ornaments. I think that's what I got. I can't wait to see what I actually tucked in there, but I'm looking forward to it. Another thing you can do is to use ripped fabric as bows for your tree. Small items like ribbon are things you can change out with your style and your taste as it changes over the years. And you can let go of the things, I'm giving you permission, that you no longer find yourself using or loving like you did at one time. For example, I did aqua blue and white decor that I loved for years, but decided to pass them on to someone else to make room for more neutral colored items. One of the tricks I love to use every year is, rather than using lots and lots of spools of ribbon for around the Christmas tree, you can use my ribbon trick of just cutting wired ribbon in about 2-foot lengths and gently twisting it and then tucking it into the Christmas tree on one end and then hiding the other end. And it looks like you've got like ribbon swirling around the tree when really it's just pieces of ribbon, and it's so much easier to put in that way. I've linked a little short video that I did of that. Dried hydrangeas from your garden can be tucked into your tree for decor, and you can even spray paint them if you want a different look. If you're a grandma, you might want to think of starting a tradition of giving your kids an ornament every year. Then when they leave home, they have their own starter set of ornaments. Use those ornaments while they're home to decorate little trees on their bedroom dresser. You can also incorporate printable wall art as another decor idea for Christmas. And I have a whole free printables library with some options of Christmas printable decor that you can hang on the wall or put in the backs of bookshelves. Recycling gift bags year after year cuts back on waste, and it's so much easier than wrapping gifts. in my Christmas decor boxes are also my gift bags that we have used for year after year after year. It works marvelous. Use seasonal pillow covers to switch out your living room throw pillows for a new season. You can sew your own pillow covers or purchase them ready-made. And another thing I did recently was pulled out the macrame and made a macrame wreath. So now it's your turn. Do you have some fun ideas for Christmas tree decorating and decor that you'd like to use? Or a new idea that you're trying out this year? If so, I would love to hear in the comments section of the blog post that I'll put in the link in the show notes. Have so much fun cozying up your home for Christmas. And until tomorrow, toodaloo.